Ladies and gentlemen, hello, and you are watching TTV News with some latest events in the province. And now coming to details. Ladies and gentlemen, in the afternoon of August 22nd, the Ministry of Education and Training held an online conference on strengthening the construction of school culture. Politburo member, standing vice chairman of the National Assembly Trần Thanh Mẫn, chairman of the Culture and Education Committee of the National Assembly Nguyễn Đắc Dinh, and Minister of Education and Training Nguyễn Kim Sơn co-chaired the conference.
Speaking at the opening ceremony, Minister Nguyễn Kim Sơn stated that building and developing school culture must be recognized as one of the key duties of the whole education sector in each region. Many interesting observations took place at the conference, including building school culture, developing a cultural value system among Vietnamese high school students in the modern time. Standing Vice Chairman of the National Assembly Trần Thanh Mẫn asked the Ministry of Education and Training to continue focusing on effectively implementing programs and projects approved by the Prime Minister on building culture in schools, enhancing education of revolutionary ideals, ethics, lifestyle, life skills, arousing aspiration for dedication, improving school health for pupils and students, and building a learning society. Simultaneously, party committees, authorities at all levels, and the entire education sector must continue to properly comprehend and be profoundly conscious of the meaning and importance of establishing school cultures, as well as consistently organize and try to achieve the specific goals.
Mr. Yu Yang Thắng, Vice Chairman of the Provincial People Committee and representative from the Departments of Finance, Construction, Agriculture and Rural Development, Natural Resources and Environment, and the Economic Zones Management Board inspected the construction of a water supply system in Mộc Bài urban area, Bến Cầu district on August 23rd.
ODA funds was used to construct Mộc Bài urban water supply system project, which has a planned water supply capacity of 7,000 cubic meters per day per night, with space reserved for land development to enhance the capacity to 30,000 cubic meters per day per night. Clean water supply works for the following areas: Lợi Thuận, Khâm Miêu, An Thạnh, Khâm Miêu, Bến Cầu district, two communes of Phước Bình, Phước Trị, and Trảng Bàng Thảo, all of which are part of the planning of Mộc Bài Border Gate Economic Zone. Currently, 3,000 water meters have been installed for the people. During the operation and exploitation, the operator will continue to install more water meters if required. The work has been completed 100% of the volume and is in the process of being handed over to the receiving unit for operation, exploitation, and use. The Provincial People's Committee has a policy to assign the Rural Water and Sanitation Center under the Department of Agriculture and Rural Development of Tây Ninh Province to take over the project. Vice Chairman of the Provincial People's Committee Dương Văn Thắng urged relevant units to complete the handover to supply water for people on the occasion of National Day, September 2nd, 2022. Deploying legal documents to quickly update modifications and new provisions of the law to apply in operations at information and communication agencies and units is the purpose of the meeting convened on August 23rd by TayNinhTV Department of Information and Communications. Attending the conference, managers of the Centers for Culture, Sports and Broadcasting of districts, towns and cities, as well as cultural and social civil servants in communes, schools and townships, were disseminated the content about improving the efficiency of management, exploitation, and use of the Internet and social network in the field of information and communication, implementing decrees on dealing with administrative violations in the field of information and communication. The training program have the attendees get more expertise in selecting mechanisms, cultivating communication skill with the rest, exploitation of information on social networks, and state administration on social network.
Turn to other news. Also in the morning of August 23rd, TayNinhTV Police held the final round of the contest, improving knowledge about basic professional work, called the Commune Level Police 4 in 2022. The event was extended by Colonel Nguyễn Nhân Trãi, Director of the Provincial Public Security Department, Colonel Lý Hồng Sinh, Deputy Director of Provincial Public Security Department, and representatives of the police leaders of units, district, town, and city.
In the final round, there were 45 commune police representing 9 police units of districts, towns, and city. 9 teams went through reports, answering multiple choice questions, answer questions, and handle situations related to reality during the working process. Colonel Lý Hồng Sinh, Deputy Director of the Provincial Public Security, stated during the competition, "Basic professional work is a particularly significant activity. It's the basis, it's the backbone in the battle against prevention, combat crime, and assure social order and safety. As a result, the contest will assist officers and soldiers of the commune-level police force in firmly grasping, understanding, correctly understanding, and applying the rules on the fundamental professional work of the police force, people's security, competently and effectively. This is also an opportunity for cadets and soldiers to improve their solidarity, actively learn and exchange experience, thereby promptly overcome shortcomings and limitations, contributing to completing tasks well delivered in the near future." The organizing committee awarded the first prize to the Yementou District Police, the second prize to the Châu Thành Police, the third prize to the Gò Dầu Police, and two consolation prize to the Trảng Bàng Town Police and the TayNinhTV City Police. In the evening of August 22nd, the delegates participated in the exchange program, Talent in Charge of the Team. Attending the event, there was Mr. Lê Anh Quân, Deputy Head of Children's Affairs Department of the Central Youth Union, Vice Chairman of the Central Team Council, Chairman of the Central Training Council. Many performances bear the imprint of the team activities as well as of their locality. Mr. Nguyễn Thanh Tùng, Secretary of the Provincial Youth Union and Head of the Festival Organizing Committee, stated during the program with the theme Beautiful Pink Scarf for Beloved Juniors. This festival is a chance to the team to exchange, trade, and learn experiences as the leader of the Southeast Cluster team. Despite being impacted by the COVID-19 epidemic, team facilities have made innovative and adaptive modifications while guaranteeing appropriate with the changing conditions of society and while assuring the quality of the contents in the program of teamwork and the youth movement of the school year. During the event, the Festival Organizing Committee also presented awards to 180 outstanding team leaders from the Southeast Cluster provinces cities who were selected to participate in the festival.
Ladies and gentlemen, during the two meetings before and after the fourth session of the Provincial People Council, voters in locality all reported the status of the debris and damage through. During the rainy season, this problem is even more pressing because many manholes suddenly become very dangerous traps, which can cause accidents for pedestrians, in which the people complain the most about National Highways 22 and 22B.
The section of National Highway 22 that runs through Trảng Bàng Town is 15.3 kilometers long and is managed by the Directorate of Roads. An additional vertical drainage at frequently flooded locations has been invested on this road. The current drainage system, however, is not synchronized. There are many sections that are not smooth and are not connected to one another. There are sections where culverts have been installed and burns, broken manhole covers, and manhole cover loss frequently make people feel unsafe and concerned. The area near the aircraft roundabout in Trảng Bàng World, Trảng Bàng Town, is a hotspot for water logging, broken sewers, and subsidence. Voters have petitioned and reflected on numerous occasions. During the rainy season, the water flows quickly, the rain is flooded, and the car frequently slow in this area. I want everyone to have a sense of garbage not going down the rain, and that the rain is regularly renovated to drain the water. Sometimes when it rains heavily, I have to run into the house to close the door. I've been trading for a few years. When I saw the rain, the car fell in the middle of the road. The water spilled into my shop, causing a lot of damage. I hope the local government will fix it so that people can still trade. The people of Downtown also noted that the house unit's construction team track, repair, and temporarily reinforce some drainage ditches on a regular basis, but the drainage system was restored grass after a while. In the rainy season, the area around Khor Mok Trang Bang is also one of the danger zones for road users. People take advantage of the wind and rain to return. The rain fills the sewer that people can't see, falls on the front of the car just like in the movie. I did here for 8 years and I've seen the same thing. Route 22B passing through the territory of the Yao district is also frequently complained by voters about the damaged sewer cover. In many places, the manhole is no different from the traps, trapping pedestrians. In Java Hamlet, Thunder Commute, the manhole cover is damaged quite a lot. Some households have prepared themselves for travel safely. Not only that, when approaching Cẩm Giang Market in Cẩm Thắng Village, Cẩm Giang Commute, the situation is much more serious. People cannot repair and reinforce themselves because the manhole cover is on and rotten and has lost a lot of money. This area is also one of the most severely degraded points of the drainage system on National Highway 22B. Many households have to live with a deep hole in front of their house. Previously, there was a lake. Now it's rotten. People go down to the curb. No one can go up because it's leaking. My house here is very inconvenient. I remember one way out, I don't dare to run to another place, but my grandchildren run it and it gets lost, proposing the government to redo it for people. Highway 22B also passes through Hoa Tân Tao, Châu Thành District, and Tân Biên District. On these streets have received many voter comments, particularly the highway section from Tân Lập Commute Committee to Sum Up Bordergate in Tân Biên District has continuously received criticism. Even quite harsh comments from people. In the area of Tân Tiến Hamlet, people bring some items to cover the mouth of the slopes, but it is not safe, especially when it rains its plus. At the end of National Highway 22B is Sum Up Bordergate. In the area near the Bordergate, the road surface is low, causing many potholes because large trucks often go in and out of this area. In particular, this area does not have a drainage ditch, so it is often flooded in the rainy season. Because this is the route under the Road Management Sub-Department 4.2 of the Ministry of Transport, the localities in the Nam province, after receiving the voters' opinions, have reflected and made recommendations to the governing body. Recently, on August 19, Road Administration Department 4.2, together with the Departments of Transport and representatives of Downtown Gò Dầu District, Châu Thành District, Tân Biên District, went to inspect two national highways from voters' opinion to have a handling plan.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for today TTV News. Thank you for watching and see you next time.